The evening air was heavy, thick with the kind of silence that only follows something unspeakable. In the neighborhood were the echoes of daily life, laughter, conversation, the hum of traffic, were familiar comforts. A different sound had shattered the routine. Gunfire, sharp, relentless, merciless. And when the smoke cleared, a child lay dying. 7 years old, a trip to the corner store, and the moment that would change everything. It's rumored that the 7-year-old who was fatally shot was collateral damage to the person of interest on the hit. The main target was a rapper and affiliate of Youngin Aces, and his name is literally Main Target. In 2024, rapper Julio Foolio made headlines once again, but this time, it would be due to his death. Julio Foolio was shot multiple times outside of a Holiday Inn. He was ambushed and shot to death. This was due to the ongoing war between Julio Foolio and Youngin Ace, the ATK versus KTA war in Jacksonville. Julio Foolio openly practiced voodoo and claimed to have put a curse on his enemies. He was very into this religion, especially based off his Haitian roots, and he felt that the voodoo kept him protected.
I feel like, and then any person I meet who practice voodoo, you feel me? They believe in that, man. Like, they believe they got protection. So, like, he definitely could have made wiser choices, bro. I feel like some people just, they get tired, you feel me? They get tired of always being on point. And then, bro, the internet will have you thinking you invincible, bro. You feel me? Cause it's like, okay, a guy gets shot a couple times and don't die, he'll say, I'm bulletproof. No, man, you're not bulletproof, you bullet prone, you feel me? Them bullets hurt you. You just survived, you feel me? And that go to people's heads.
2018, you actually dropped Voodoo. I know that's a big thing in Jacksonville.
Florida.
Right, Florida. Can you describe the voodoo scene? And I think you said your grandma was doing it?
It was like a phrase, voodoo. It's like, that's a big thing in Florida, period, though, with Haitians and Zoes and stuff like that, but it really ain't nothing like too crazy. It just, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a way of living.
Can you describe how it works for people that might not know? Like, you know?
You just gotta come to Florida and just meet your woo lady and go through the process. Do what you gotta do.
Did you find out anything crazy about, what's been like your craziest voodoo session?
That's something you can't really speak about.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go to Florida and just, you know what I'm saying? It's certain stuff there how you do, like you sleep in the graveyard for like 3 days, 4 days to a week. Drink chicken, like animal blood. It's different stuff though,
Breon Allen's mother had seen him off just minutes earlier, his tiny hand in his cousin's as they stepped out onto Commonwealth Avenue. The sun hung low in the sky, stretching their shadows long against the pavement. A typical day, a normal walk, but normalcy is fragile. A thread easily cut. The car appeared out of nowhere, a Kia Soul moving slow, deliberate, a hunter's pace. Then brakes screech, doors swing open, shadows spill out onto the street. Figures, armed, moving like phantoms from the underworld. They weren't here for warnings. They weren't here for second chances. A shotgun, a handgun, a target.
Tell me about your 7-year-old.
He was a happy child, very happy child. He was a superstar. He played football, very well known through the city, because of his stats in football. He scored 33 touchdowns this season, took his team to the championship.
And this was a youth league?
Yes, the Pop Warner Youth League. They played at the Jacksonville Stadium just this end of the football season in October.
And what school did he go to?
SP Livingston.
What message do you want to get out to anyone who may have saw what happened or have information as to what happened?
I just need you to speak up. That's it. I just need you to speak up and come forth with some names, some information, whatever you know. Because he was a baby. He didn't ask for none of this. He was just walking from the store, just got out of school, walking from the store with an older cousin or relative, and he was gunned down.
And how did you find out about all this? When did you find out?
I was actually 5 minutes away. I was headed to pick him up, and a family member called me that was at the house and said that my baby was shot, and they didn't know if he was still alive.
And I had asked, what is his name?
Breon Allen.
How do I spell that?
Breonallen.
Thank you so much, and I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, it'll be all right, okay? You just gotta get through it. I know it's gonna be hard, but you gotta just be strong.
Yes.
Then chaos. The first shot thundered through the air, shattering the illusion of safety. A second, then another. The air filled with deafening chorus of violence. Windows shattered. Bullets ripped through wood, metal, and flesh. Breon's cousin tried to react, tried to move, but the street had turned into a battlefield. A child, just a child, a boy who had barely seen the world, caught in the storm. The impact sent him to the ground, blood pooling on the pavement, mixing with the dust, the heat, the echoes of screaming voices. Then silence, the kind of silence that doesn't bring peace.
I never thought that I'd be burying one of my babies.
Right now at 11, a gang-related shooting in Jacksonville leaves a 7-year-old child dead and a 21-year-old man with serious critical injuries. That information coming to us tonight from investigators. And as you just heard there, the mother of Breon Allen, the little boy killed, is speaking with First Coast News.
But first, new surveillance video captured the moments that dozens of bullets were sprayed. The shooting happened in the West Side area this afternoon near Commonwealth Avenue and Orchard Street. Tonight, we have live team coverage. Christina Burgess is speaking with the boy's mom outside of the hospital.
But first tonight, we want to begin with Renata DiGregorio. She's live at the scene on Commonwealth Avenue. And Renata, what's happening there now at this hour?
Anthony, Heather, it is still very busy out here. According to police, there were nearly 4 dozen officers just from JSO's unit focusing on group violence. Right now, there are a number of evidence markers that are laid out. Police are searching for multiple suspects, and one neighbor who lost count of the number of gunshots she could hear on her surveillance video hopes investigators find the suspects fast. Surveillance video from a neighbor's backyard shows what appears to be a man and a boy walking down the 2200 block of Commonwealth Avenue Friday evening. Video then shows what police believe to be a dark-colored Kia Soul drive toward them. Then this. More than 40 gunshots can be heard. Investigators say a 7-year-old boy was killed and a 21-year-old man suffered serious injuries. We've learned from the family that the boy's name is Breon Allen.
It is believed that the adult victim is gang associated.
Police say the man and boy are related but have not confirmed the actual relation.
I heard a lot of gunshots.
The neighbor who provided the surveillance video asked to not be on camera. She says she watched it happen from her back window.
They drove up on the house, yes, and both the driver and the passenger got out of the vehicle. Didn't stop it, it was slow rolling, and they were firing on the house at the same time.
Now, as police search for multiple suspects, this neighbor hopes they solve the case quickly.
It's enough to get these guys caught.
If you know anything, you can leave an anonymous tip through Crime Stoppers. You should also call JSO.
They came like ghosts, and just as quickly, they were gone. The shooters vanished, swallowed by the streets that had once harbored them. No names, no faces, only the lingering taste of gunpowder and grief. Inside homes, families clutched their children a little tighter, doors locked, curtains drawn, but nothing could keep out the horror of what had just happened. A 7-year-old was dead. A man was fighting for his life, and no one knew if the ghost would return. I've never seen anything like it. A neighbor's voice trembles as they recount the nightmare. They saw the figure step out of the black vehicle. They saw the weapons raised. They saw the way the street became a war zone. 2 shooters, maybe more. They knew exactly what they were doing. And the police, searching, investigating. But justice moves slowly when the shadows are always one step ahead. This brings us back to Julio Foolio and his voodoo practices. Stories pass between hushed voices. Some say this was more than gang violence, that something darker lingers beneath the surface, something older, something unseen. Voodoo. Voodoo is a religion influenced by traditional African religions that involves magic and the attempts to communicate with spirits and dead people, common in parts of the Caribbean, especially Haiti, and in parts of the southern United States.
Or
it's like a rituals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you could be in a religion and still practice voodoo?
I wouldn't say that, but something like that, yeah. Something like that.
So like with the rituals and like, cause you know, I really, where I'm from, this ain't really common, so I really don't understand it. Like, what do motherfuckers be doing? Like, is it like spells and shit? Like the example type
It be shit like, you gotta go sleep in an open casket for like 5-6 days.
Yeah.
Shit, like it's like just dumb, like shit you gotta go through. Like, okay, you'll get it. You want a bitch to be up about you, take her hair, give it like, and she'll just, you know what I'm saying, just witchcraft, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So have you seen like somebody do I don't know if you want to call it a spell or ritual, and then you actually see like it work?
A word spoken in fear, a belief rooted deep in the South, tangled in the history of blood and power, and the ability to call upon spirits, to weave faith with unseen hands. Could this be connected? Was this just another battle in the street war, or was something more at play?
Now, I mean, I know you done had a few near-death experiences.
Yeah.
And my question would be, is it because you had the Bible on the dash that you survived?
Yeah, I got to say it was. You know what I'm saying? And the voodoo that I do. You know what I'm saying?
I done seen the voodoo.
The goats I sacrificed. You know what I'm saying? The chickens and the hens and the pigeons and the doves. You know what I mean? And my Orishas, Shango, Epai, Egun. You know what it is.
No one dares to say it out loud, but the fear is real. It lingers in the air, clings to the skin like humidity before a storm. We will not rest until those responsible are held accountable. Sheriff T.K. Waters' words are firm, but the city knows the truth. This isn't over. The shooters are still out there, watching, waiting. And somewhere in the heart of Jacksonville, the streets whisper their secrets to those who know how to listen. Violence isn't a stranger here, but this time the rules have changed. This wasn't just another crime. This was a message, a warning, a reckoning. And the question remains, was this simply the act of men, or is something far more sinister creeping through the cracks of the city? The answer is out there, somewhere in the shadows of Commonwealth Avenue. But some truths are better left buried. Alright y'all, there y'all have it, man. Tragic story of a 7-year-old football star. You know, just trying to go to the store, probably wanted some candy or something, man. Hey, get in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Y'all believe in voodoo, man? Y'all think it's real? Get in the comment section and let me know. You already know what it is, man. Drillers and trappers, we out here trapping and drilling 247. Don't go nowhere. Watch that next video. Gang!